The Ataribox. You know, if that's going to be the official name for it, I just say we drop appearances and just start calling it the A box to compete with Xbox, which it won't. But the big question on everyone's lips is, what exactly is this thing going to do?
What is coming out on this thing?
Do you want to hear Atari's description of what kind of games are going to come out on it?
Sure.
The console will play classic and quote-unquote current games with modern internal specs in the console. So before we get into that, real quick, talk about the aesthetics, how this looks. I'm not a fan of wood grain paneling. There's a reason why it died out. It looks terrible. If you want to get wood grain as a throwback to when electronics were for some reason married with wood, that's fine. You can do that. I'm thankful though that they are making a variation that's just black and red. I think that's a much more appealing design other than wood grain. We are seeing that it has, of course, an HDMI slot, 4 USB slots, and an SD card slot. So this will not be a disc-based system. This will probably not even be physical media at all. This seems like it's going to be straight up digital. But we're getting such a vague description of what it's going to do. Your thoughts?
Wasn't Steam's console called Steambox?
Yeah, it was.
This'll make it.
Well,
No.
Steam boxes had... Here's Steam Box's problem. They had too many options, and no one knew about them. They didn't market it at all. And they all look different. Like, it was basically, if I'm going to have a computer... And they charged a lot for them, too. Like, it was basically like buying a desktop computer that was pretty much designed for gaming. And I'm sure if you have one, you can, like, you know, modify it to play whatever kind of emulator you want. But here's the deal with this. If this thing is going to be just kind of like if this is going to be like an NES classic type device, or a Retron type device, or an Ouya type device, those things have been done pretty much to death at this point. There's so many options out there to have a digital only box connected to your computer or connected to your TV that plays Steam or streamable games or downloaded games. For crying out loud, the Fire Stick can do that with Android games. And I feel like when they say what's the wording? Current games, I kind of feel like this is going to have the guts of a tablet or smart, and not like, we're not talking like Nintendo Switch. We're talking like Android tablet powered specs, and when they say current games, they really mean like smartphone games. That's what my gut's telling me this is going to be like. Plus a whole bunch of Atari games, because you're Atari and why not?
It's just a plug and play. I don't even know if you can call it a console.
And even if you can mod it and get it to do different things, so what? There's a million options out there right now that'll let you do that. I'm just wondering what is it going to bring to the table that's not already out on the market now? I'm not the type of person that wants to play Atari games. And I think that the type of person that wants to play Atari games, guess what they have in their house?
A computer. And they've probably emulated.
Or they have original Atari hardware that they're playing this on. Or they have any one of the number of Atari flashbacks that At Games makes. Yeah, it's not HDMI, but they're Atari games.
Here they want to see Pac-Man and bursting HD. Like,
it doesn't get any lower def than Atari games. It really does not. They couldn't even do a background that's not completely 100% a mirror image. It's not. Yeah, Atari is. But if you're excited for it, I don't want to. We don't want to take your excitement away. I just don't know what there is to be excited over because they haven't really told us anything. Atari, I think, will always be a big name in video games just because of the history that they've had. But you need more than history. You need to be able to actually show, hey, here's what our future looks like. Here's what our console is going to do. And they haven't done that yet. And this is a Kickstarter, I believe.
Because we all know how well things can come from Kickstarter.
Oh, definitely. Coleco Chameleon, anyone?
I want to ruin your excitement because you shouldn't be excited for it. So you're speaking for both of us. I have my own opinion too. Despite my voice, I am not a robot.
Matt, Destroyer of Hope.
Yeah. I'm gonna slap you with a big old handful of reality.